Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Virgo. Virgo, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Virgo as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. Quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're watching this reading, it was released early access on Patreon. Let me cleanse out the energy. It's my cleansing spray, clearing spray. It's on my Etsy shop if you're interested in that. If you do readings, it's great for clearing out the energies before and after you do readings. And last but not least, quick shout out to my t-shirt. This is a custom shirt that I had made for the human design types. This is the manifester type. So if you're interested in seeing the other types, check out my Etsy. Link is in the description box down below as well. All right, so Virgos, what's going on? It was a pretty intense reading this last time. All right, and I did a extended on my Patreon as well because of the intensity of this reading as a result of, I guess, Saturn going into Pisces and like influencing the 7th house of Virgo. So let's see what's going on this time around, and hopefully everything is okay. I'm gonna flip over these cards to see what it is that you need to hear at this time. Okay, you have abundance flowing in, and then you have on a wing and on a prayer. I don't really know what that means, but let's clarify. Can we clarify abundance flowing in? You could be seeing the numbers 888. Can we clarify abundance flowing in? You have calm your tits. And then you have on a wing and on a prayer. What does that even mean? What does that signify for Virgos? Ancestral communication, 333. So you can be seeing 333 and you can be seeing 888. All right, now let's tap into, I've been using my shadow work deck. This deck is also linked in the description box. All my decks that I use are linked in the description box, and they are on my Amazon storefront. But let's see what shadow work Virgo needs to work on for April. What is Virgo's shadow work to work on for April? Oh yeah, I don't know if this was meant to come out. I'm gonna put that back. Oh, death. The death card. Look how mysterious this looks in this deck. Ain't that really interesting? I love this deck so much. It's so cool. So let's see what the death card is for Virgos in regards to your shadow work in this specific deck. Okay. Meaning, death represents endings in the cycle of life and the power of regeneration. Death as an archetype. It reminds us that life is finite, which helps us strive to be better, not take experiences for granted, and see the importance of living a worthwhile life. The path to another existence, ending and beginning, death and rebirth, transformation, inevitability, and cycles. All right, so this is your shadow work, like knowing that everything is temporary. So it's best to not get attached to anything. And just because things are temporary, it means that you should really not take certain things for granted, but also not get so attached to, like, you know, the outcomes. Just allow things to go and flow and allow yourself to just experience life instead of being so consumed and attached by it or attached to material things. That could be where calm your tits is coming from. Is like you getting so caught up on like the details and, you know, procrastination because everything needs to be perfect and all this stuff. But it's literally telling you, like, this is all temporary. Like, you're worrying, you're stressing out for nothing. Like, in 100 years, nobody's going to remember anything that we're doing anyway. So it's like, you might as well stop getting obsessed about all the problems, you know? It's just one way I look at it there. And just learning to let life and accept endings as they come up, but, you know, enjoy everything as it lasts. All right, so what do we got for Virgo? What's coming towards Virgos at this time where abundance is flowing in, or what do they need to know about that abundance flowing in? What does Virgos need to know? And calm your tits for Virgos. What do we need to know for Virgo? Still angry or hurt? Nope. We have refund. Some of you are going to get a refund for something. You have Earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn. You have fun or party. I I feel like it's kind of telling you, like, I'm getting this energy of like just not taking life so seriously. I don't know. That's like what I'm hearing in my head a lot. I need more for Virgos at this time, where abundance is flowing in. Self-sabotage, blessing in disguise, travel, it will work out. And I'm going to clarify self-sabotage for Virgo. Can we get one for self-sabotage for Virgo? I don't know. That wouldn't come out. Creativity. Okay, so like, being super, super like analytical about things can be where you self-sabotage. Where you're meant to be like more creative, or you're meant to be like more flowing, and it's not so like logical. You're not just thinking about something so much, is where the abundance really comes in. And I'm going to pull one more card from this deck. I don't know why I feel like I need to pull one more for this deck here. Wait, jeez. One card for this deck for Virgo. One more card for this. These cards are not okay. Never mind. It's going too much. It was funny. These two cards tried to come out really early in the beginning, like when I did the pre-shuffle, and I put them back, and now they came out again. Both of them together. It'll break your heart and trouble up ahead. So both of these, this it'll break your heart has come out for Aquarius, and it's come out for, who was it, Capricorn? And now it's here for Virgo again. I don't know why that keeps coming out for everybody, but like, we'll keep that where it is here. And then relocation came out. But yeah, Virgo, be careful about self-sabotage when you are meant to lean more into your intuitive energy versus like what makes the most sense for you. Okay. And that can be where things don't always work out because you're trying to make it all make sense in your mind and go with the most logical plan, but that is not what you're meant to do. You have blessing in disguise. So if there is some type of like ending or some type of shift in a path that you have been currently taken, it is a blessing in disguise. You are meant to go with the flow, go with the change. And this death card being in your shadow work side, going with whatever life is like pulling you away from. Okay. And so that may be something that's really hard for you to accept because yes, Virgo is a mutable sign, and mutable signs are meant to be very flexible, but also mutable earth sign. See? So there's still a lot of like rigidness in regards to like the ways you're mutable. You want to be mutable on your terms, and you want to be flexible in your routines and your schedule, but like everything else, it kind of like, can feel unstable to you. So what else do we need to know for this energy for Virgo? You have letters in name, R, K, I, or J. And then you have letters in name, B, T, M, or G. So this can be letters in your name as a confirmation or letters in somebody else's name. What is the advice here? What other advice do we have for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? Small business. What is the advice for Virgo? You have change. You have inner child trauma. You have crying or release. You have addiction or codependency. Something is telling you that you need to like shift gears or change or do something different with this change card. Can we clarify? That's the last card. We'll clarify the change card. The change card. You have there's someone better. Okay. And then you have soulmate. What's going on? What is this reading about? This reading is like all over the place. I have no idea what's going on here. Nothing. I'm so confused. So you have there's someone better. You have change. You have soulmates. So, this could be in regards to a couple different things here, Virgo. Like maybe in your heart or intuitively, that you need some type of change in your life, or you know you need some type of upgrade, whether it be in your business, whether it be in your relationship. You know that there's something better for you, or you feel like your needs are changing, you're outgrowing things. And this is kind of simultaneous to what was happening in the previous Virgo video. And so a lot of you are having this kind of like this internal battle about like, should I stay in this current position, or should I go and like, move on and like get more out of life, or have different experiences with different people or in different businesses. But there is some type of change that you're going to have to succumb to. You have crying or release. So this is something that some of you may not be ready to let it go. It could be something that you're holding on to out of like codependency, or you have an addiction to whatever it is that you've been doing or holding on to. And this comes from some inner child trauma, because for some of us, like, I'm Virgo as well. I'm a Virgo sun. But like sometimes we don't want to let something go because we put so much energy into it, we put so much time into it, or we're afraid that it kind of is a reflection of us, like that we failed in some way, that we weren't good enough, or we didn't like succeed, but it's telling you that like once you've gotten everything you need to out of a circumstance, even if it only lasts a little while, it's time to keep moving and move forward. But a lot of you logically are trying to make that make sense, but it's not. Sometimes it's just time to like move on and figure out like where you need to go next. Okay, and instead of like holding on to things longer than you need to. So I'm gonna pull some tarot now. Let's see more about like where this needs to happen for Virgo. So what is this specifically in reference to, Spirit, where Virgos may need a change? Where specifically might Virgos need a change, or with who? Where in Virgo's life might they need a change or some type of like transition? You have Ace of Pentacles came out first. This is in regards to career. Some of you are ready to let go, or you want to leave your job, or you want something else for yourself. You want something more stable, secure, more tangible. What else would this be in regards to where Virgo needs a change? Where else would Virgo need a change in their lives? Where else would Virgo need a change in their lives? What else could Virgo need this type of change in their lives? Some of you don't even know what you want to change. You're like, I just need something different, or I need something new. I need something more. And maybe this is just kind of a little bit unclear to you right now, what exactly that is. For others of you, you know exactly what it is. Like, it's kind of like one of those no in between types of things. You got Sun card and Strength card, Leo energy, strongly. Seven of Cups reverse fell on the floor. But yeah, so in regards to your happiness, like, you need something more to make you more happy, something that's going to bring you a lot more recognition. For some of you have Leo placements, but you're like, I need to like be seen more. I need to go somewhere that I feel more like validated, where I feel more like understood. And this reminds me, like, if you're a projector, Virgo placement, like you're just feeling like I need a place where I feel recognized. I feel invited. I feel like excited to be there. I feel good. I feel like it's going to bring me success. But where you're at right now, you feel like maybe you haven't reached that success that you need in that relationship or in that job. For generators, and MGs, you need something more exciting for you. You're like, I'm not reaching like the epitome, whatever that word is, of excitement that I could possibly reach, right? If you're a reflector, you're feeling like I need more surprise, like I need more spontaneity, like I need something that's gonna like shake me up and like make me feel like I'm waking up to something, and like, just overall be delightful. But a lot of you aren't getting that in your current circumstances. So you're like, I need to do something about that. And then others of you that are manifestors, you're not experiencing the most peace that you could in your career, or that there's more that you can acquire. But you're like, this is something that I need to do something else. I need something different. So how do we get there? That's the question. How do we do that? Where do we go for Virgos to get to that next level where we feel like we need something else? We need that next step in our relationships, in our lives, in our friendships, in our career. How do we get there for Virgos? What steps should Virgos take to get to that next level in our lives? Surrender your attachment to results. And one more. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Is there anything else with... Oh, okay, no, that was too much. Surrender stubbornness. Just kidding. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So needing to go more with the flow, which is not Virgo's strong suit. And let go of stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So it's like if you're taking this approach, right, and you're like, this is the way that I want it to go. This is the way that I want it to be done and how I feel like it should unfold, then you're doing it wrong and you're not going to get to where you need to be. Like a lot of you are just like, I want it to be with this person. I want it to be with this job. I want it to be in this way with this situation. But that's just not how life goes a lot of the times. You know, you're taking it too seriously. You're being too attached to the results instead of just, stepping out on faith. You have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself that, you're somehow going to look stupid, or maybe it's not going to work out, or that you're not going to have what it takes somehow. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar into your life. We always will go for the opportunities that we believe we can achieve, that we believe we can have. Whether that be consciously or subconsciously. So if you go for the people that are unavailable on a subconscious level, you're going to, that's something you believe about yourself, that is what you can get, or that's what you deserve, because that's what you're going for. If you go for, the jobs that are just like, okay, that's what you believe that you deserve at that time. So it's about like looking at your belief system. What do you go for? If you go for the bare minimum, then you believe that is what you deserve. If you didn't, then you wouldn't, it would make you feel very unsatisfied there. Or maybe it does, and you know that you deserve more, but you have to tap into your belief system about why you go for those things, or why you're so stuck on not being open or yielding enough to move in a different direction or relocate somehow. All right, so what's the advice for getting there to wrap it all up for Virgos? What is the advice for Virgos? You have the Lover's card in reverse. What is the advice for Virgos to get to their next step in their lives? Page of Swords. To be curious, approach it from a very lighthearted and curious standpoint. Do your research, investigate. 9 of Cups, focus on your, like some of you, like I'm hearing in my head with the 9 of Cups, like there's some type of codependency there where you're worrying about, like, if you leave something or somebody behind, how they're going to survive without you. Basically, like you're like, I can't leave them because they need me for this and that and this job, and I'm their support of this and that and the third. As Virgos do. Virgos take on that role of caregiver a lot of the times in relationships, friendships, even parent relationships. But it's time to really put yourself first in that way and fill your own cup. Tell me more about advice for how Virgo can get to this next level in their lives. The Tower card in reverse. How can Virgos get to this next level in their lives? Sun card. Really, like, there's a lot of happiness that is on the brink. You got this Strength card again at the bottom. 3 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of happiness that you're on the brink of, but it does take some type of risk. It takes you to take that leap of faith into the unknown here, which is also not Virgo's strong suit. Virgo likes to be very certain about things and its routines and, stick to that comfortability. But there's also about facing some type of guilt or shame about letting go of what is currently existing or what once was, because like there's a bigger opportunity that's coming towards you, Virgo, where it's like this is a big thing. This is a chance to really reclaim your power, step into your full potential, be happier. You get this upgrade, you get this job, you get this relocation opportunity, but it's going to affect people around you. Like it could potentially like mess up a relationship. It could, interfere with a friendship. And this reminds me of manifester and manifesting generator, because you guys are meant to inform people before you make a decision. So if you're going to get this other opportunity over here, or you want to leave a certain situation, make sure MG and manifestor, you're telling people what's up. Like make sure you're keeping them in the knowing that, hey, this is what's about to happen, basically. Because a lot of you are afraid to let this tower card in reverse, and you're trying to avoid a disaster by either being too secretive or moving kind of like very carefully and hesitantly. But it's saying that, whatever decision you make for yourself, it will impact other people, but you will have way more to gain. You'll be much happier when you leave or you upgrade, whatever it is. But there is looking to be like some type of disruption here when it comes down to your relationships and how they are affected, which makes you feel bad, right? 5 of Cups. But that does not mean that that's not what it was. It doesn't mean that's not what you were supposed to do. Okay, you were. It's something that you're going to move into a lot more stability here with this Queen of Pentacles. I want to clarify that 3 of Cups in reverse, though, real quick, and the Lover's card reverse. What is that about? So we can end this here. The Judgment card. Yeah, you're making some type of decision for yourself, whether it be directly about relationships or it affects your relationships because of this decision. And it's a good one. Ace of Pentacles again. It is a good one, but you have to let something go first. 2 of Pentacles in reverse, because you can't have your cake and eat it too here. You can't keep this other stuff and get the new stuff. It's going to be too much. So I see you getting an upgrade, especially financially, to do something, go to the next level, upgrade, transition. But there is a lot of fear. Strength card in reverse. There's fear. And there's not fully believing in yourself and your ability to move forward and let go of your circumstances. You may have to make a sacrifice here with the Hangman at the bottom. And you're going to make this judgment call. You're making a big decision here. And it's going to affect some people. Some people may not like it. Some people might get hurt. But you're going to be real happy about it. Just trust yourself, okay? So that's what we have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon for more early access, extended, and exclusive content. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.